Good morning, children. Welcome back to Geography Online class. We have studied political and physical division in detail in last two videos. Today, we will going to start with some of the important features lies in Australia. There is always a shortage of water in the central lowlands, especially in the states of Queensland and New South Wales, due to scanty rainfall. An important feature of this region is the Great Artesian Basin, where water is found deep under the ground. Great Artesian Basin lies between Lake Erie Basin, Murray-Darling Basin to its south, and Carpathian lowlands to its north. Aquifer, water-bearing porous rocks between two layers of hard, non-porous rocks. In the Great Artesian Basin, there is an aquifer between two layers of hard, non-porous rocks. How does artesian well flows? The open end of the aquifer is in the eastern highlands, where there is enough rainfall. The rainwater from the eastern highlands move towards the west side and collects water under the surface. Deep wells are dug in the hard upper layer to reach the water bearing layers under the ground. Very high water pressure forces the groundwater from the aquifer to gush up to the surface from the wells without the use of pumps. Such wells are called artesian wells. In Australia, most of the water from the artesian wells is used to water cattle and sheep. Some of it is also supplied to towns for domestic use. Water is not used for irrigation as it contains dissolved mineral salts. Second important feature is the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is a unique feature found roughly parallel to the northeastern coast of Australia, located in the Pacific Ocean. It is the home of more than 2,000 species of fish. Coral reefs are formed by tiny animals called corals, which live near the sea floor in the warm shallow waters of the tropical region. The corals secrete calcium carbonate, which on the death of coral polyps remain clinging to the rocks. As time passes, a great ridge-like structure called coral reef in many shapes and sizes is formed. It is feared that human activities such as swimming, diving, and mining may damage the coral reef and its wildlife. The Great Barrier Reef has been declared a World Heritage Site. The third important feature is the Rift Valley. It is located in the southeastern part. A rift valley is a flat bottomed, steep sided valley which is formed by the subsidence of land between two almost parallel faults. The Gulf of Spencer is an example of rift valley in Australia. Political map of Australia, in which we are showing states and union territories. 6 states depicted with the yellow color and its capital are shown with the red dots. 2 territories, Northern Territory and the Australian Capital Territory, are shown in brown color. The star is the country capital called Canberra. Physical division and surrounding water bodies. 4 main physical division of Australia shown on a physical map. First, the Great Western Plateau. Next to the Great Western Plateau is the Central Lowlands, the Eastern Highlands, the Coastal Plains. Australia lies between Indian Ocean in the west and the South Pacific Ocean in the east. The Arafura Sea in the north, Timor Sea, Gulf of Carpentaria. To the east, it has Coral Sea, Great Australian Bight, Gulf of Spencer, Encounter Bay, Bass Strait, Tasman Sea, Some important physical features of Australia are the deserts, which are in the Western Plateau, Great Sandy Desert, Gibson Desert, Great Victoria Desert. Range, Darling Range lies in the west of Western Plateau. McDonnell Range, Great Dividing Range. Rivers, River Murray, the largest river of Australia, the longest tributary, River Darling of River Murray. Highest peak, Mount Kosciuszko, which is in the southern part of Australia. Lowest point, Lake Eyre. Great Barrier Reef, which lies in the Pacific Ocean east of the coastal plains. Great Barrier Reef. Children, we have understood the Great Artesian Basin, the Great Barrier Reef, the Rift Valley of Australia, and we have understood the political division in which the 6 states and the 2 territories along with its capital, 4 main divisions of Australia, surrounding water bodies, and some important features which lies in the four main divisions which have to be practiced, and those maps need to be pasted in the notebook. Thank you class. Stay safe.